Hello friends, welcome to another video on configuring GST in Wings ERP 21E. In this video, let's look at configuring GST data of customers and suppliers. Now the configurations involves mainly two types of data for the GST data for customers and suppliers is mainly of two types. One is the billing and shipping addresses, and the second one is the GST registration data. Let's look at how to specify this in manually for an individual customer or a supplier, as well as let's see how to update all this information in bulk. So let's go to the chart of accounts first. Assets, sundry data. So you can see that there are some pre-created customers here. Let's see how to specify the GST data of an individual customer. I click on properties. As you can see, there is a separate section on billing address for GST, and then there is a section for the registration data for GST, and there is a separate section for shipping address of GST. The earlier address fields didn't capture the state as a fixed list of items, so that's the reason the billing address and shipping address have additionally been created for the purpose of handling GST. Now in the billing address, you capture address 1, address 2, address 3, the city, but the state is mandatory. The state is a predefined list of all the available states in the country. So depending on which state you choose, the state code is automatically populated. Enter the postal code and country and save this information. And then the GST registration data, which mainly comprises of three fields, that is the registration status of the customer or supplier, that is whether he is registered or he is a composition dealer or is a unregistered dealer. Enter the GSTN number and the PAN number of the customer in these fields, and the shipping addresses under GST. Wings ERP 21E allows you to maintain multiple shipping addresses of customer. So in case there is one, you could just enter the sole shipping address, and in case there are multiple ones, you can enter the multiples as well. So give a name for the shipping address, say shipping address 1. So any address there. You don't have to specify the shipping address if it's the same as billing address. Only in case the shipping address is different from the billing address do you need to specify that. So again, the state is a predefined list here. Country. Here is how you mention the shipping address. So mainly the GST data of parties is of three types, that is the billing addresses, the billing address, the GST registration data, and the shipping address. Save. The properties get saved. So we have seen how to update a individual customer or a supplier master. Let's now look at how to import this data in bulk. In case you have a large number of customers, please export the addresses of the customers and keep a Excel file ready of the addresses. I'll now show you how to import these data. So go to tools, import data center. This opens the import data center. Click on next, choose properties, next. Here you'll see a list of all the things that you could upload in bulk into Wings. Choose billing address, GST. Now if you're doing it for the first time, you'll need to download the format of the file. Just select I don't have a file and download file. This creates a, I've already done it, so this message is being shown. In case you have not done it already, you'll just create a file on the desktop. So let's go to the desktop. A new folder is created, Wings import files. Double click on that folder. You'll see that there is a import billing address GST file which is created. double click on that. In case you have Excel installed, the file will automatically open in Excel format, otherwise it will open in Notepad. You can populate this file from the addresses that you have. So let's just pre-populate some data, and see how to import this. So you can see that there are two customer masters here. So let's update the data for the two customers here. Hyderabad, State Telangana, zip code is 63 and country is India. Let's do it for one more. I'll copy this fields for quick entry. So and I save this, say yes, close this, don't save. Now we go to the import center again. Now that you have a file, say select I have a file, so browse and select this data. Now in case you have any commas in your addresses, we would suggest that you create the CSV file using pipe as the separator. So you can specify pipe as the separator here. Since we don't have that, we will continue with comma. Go next. The data is populated and shown to you here. In case this is a spreadsheet, so in case you have any changes to be made, you can do that here. Next. So you can see that the data is populated. Next. And then next. So finally the data is saved. This is how you import the billing addresses. Let's now look at how to import the GST registration data. Go again to the import data center, click next. We want to update properties, so we'll select properties. Next. We don't have a file, and the data that we are trying to import is the registration data. So registration GST. So we download a file. You can see that the message has not come this time, since we didn't have a file already existing there. So we'll just go to the folder. So let's just put in some data here, customer 01. Now this is the master name which is already existing there. You'll have to be careful about that. SSC type is a registered dealer. Let's put in some arbitrary GSTN number. So yes. So let's save this file. Yes. Close this. Don't save. Now that you have a file, browse. So we want to import the registration data. Next. So data is populated here. Next. So you see that the data is populated here. Click next. Next. So this data is saved successfully. So you can see that we can import data in bulk of the billing, shipping and the registration data. I have shown you how to import the billing address. Similarly, you can import the shipping address. This is how you configure the GST data of customers and suppliers. Thank you.